Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I am going to be doing a different video. I'm actually going to show you how to sharpen a knife, and this is actually how I'm going to do it. There are many different ways to do this, but this is how I do it. I have different techniques and different ways I do it, but I'm going to show you the way I at least do my cheaper knives. So I'm first going to start off with the knife that I did a review on, given to me by a viewer, and this knife is in a pretty bad, I wasn't even able to cut with the thing. So we're going to see what I can do with this knife, and then I'm probably going to erase that Pakistan logo there and then do a few cosmetic things. I'm debating if I'm going to stain this, but I'm not sure yet. But let's see what I can do. Now, I'm going to be using Spyderco ceramic stones, and these stones I have found react very well to using Windex, okay, or a glass cleaner. I feel like it picks up the slurry really well and does a fantastic job keeping it from loading up. And then at the end of the sharpening, I'm going to strop it up with some polishing compound on a leather belt. So let's see what I can do. So let me take my watch off, because that's pretty much where I have hair now, since I test a lot of other blades sharpness that way. But let's just see what I can do here. So usually when I sharpen, I end up putting the blade just naturally in a 20-degree angle. And I don't know why that is, but I just end up doing that. Now, this medium stone is, I think it's about 100 grit stone. And one of the things you want to do when you sharpen, which I am doing a very bad job of showing you right now, is you don't want to run off the end. And let me see how I can do this. Yeah, that looks a little better in the camera. You don't want to run off the end of the stone. You want to keep that tip from running off the edge, and you just keep on going. Now, I am just keeping the angle. I'm not really focusing on my rotation here. My body is going to be keeping track of that, and I do realize that this is kind of moving around. Let me see what I've got in here that can take care of that just a little bit. Is this going to be big enough? Let's see what I can do. Is that going to be, that's going to help a little bit. Okay. Put a little more Windex on there and continue. Oh yeah, much better. So I'm just going back and forth. God, I really sound like Bob Ross doing this damn stuff. Just realized how therapeutic this is. And already we can see a difference in that edge. This is pretty soft stuff. I'm going to switch on over, and here we go. Now, I don't know why it is, when I do freehand sharpening, I haven't really developed my technique enough to understand why this happens. And if you want to chime in and let me know what I might be doing wrong, I always end up getting kind of a curved or convex edge in my sharpening. And I don't know why that is. It just seems to happen. Just seems to happen with my sharpening. But I am really feeling that stuff kind of even out, and it feels better. Everything on this blade is feeling a little more even. As I've gone through this knife, the edge bevel is actually starting to look even. Whereas originally when I started on this thing, I could feel where the grinder originally didn't complete or do a consistent Oh, by the way, get a rag that you don't care about. That is number 1. Okay. That has apexed. Whoops. Okay, that has apexed there. I'm just gonna do final passes. Ooh, I felt that burr crack. And people will say that when they're sharpening. They'll say, oh, I felt the burr crack, or I've felt the burr break off. And people are like, oh, you can't feel that. That's so minuscule. But trust me, when you start doing this, you feel it. You feel it go. So that's what we're looking at edgewise. We're 5 minutes in. Let's see if I can keep this up. I'm just gonna wipe that down, and that's it. One of the things I love about these Spyderco ceramic stones is they're very low maintenance. You just get a little bit of barkeeper's friend, and it does a good job of keeping this one clean. This one has a tougher time getting all those out of the pore, all the sediment out of the pores, and I don't know why. The white ceramic stones do a better job of allowing the slurry to come out of the stone, but I don't know why the brown one takes a little more coercing to do so. So now this is my fine stone from Spyderco. This is a fine bench stone, and I'll tell you this, these stones are not cheap. They're about 50. I think these were about 55. The medium and fine were about 55 or 60 bucks. And then the ultra fine, I actually stomached and decided, okay, I'm actually gonna buy that. I will get that one. I needed the set, you know, I just wasn't, the fine stone does a wonderful job, but I wanted that ultra fine. And the ultra fine stone really allows to get that almost mirror polish. Whoops. And we fine. Just slipped off. Okay, so we're gonna keep on trucking here, keep on going. Now, I'll tell you this. When I'm going back and I'm going like this, I'm making sure I'm ending in that right there at the sharpening choil. And I am making sure that I'm making contact, because one of the things you can have is you can start getting too fancy up here, and then you don't keep that straight angle. And when you don't keep that straight blade, you really begin to suffer cutting wise. Ooh, I felt that. Just felt the burr break off. And we're gonna just keep going, and I'm making sure the tip lands about there. You don't want the tip to come off like that. You want the tip to just stay right there. And that actually takes some practice. Learning muscle memory, learning how far away or how long your stone is from you, or how long it is, to memorize that process and be able to say, okay, I need to stop the blade. It's gonna run off the edge. Okay, I am going to just keep this going just a little bit. I'm focusing a little more here since I am getting pretty close to the end there on this stone. Now this stone actually gives off about a 1200 grit finish. And I have gotten my knives pretty doggone sharp. So let's see how we're doing. And I'm sweating here, so forgive me on that, but let's see. It feels sharp. Oh, that's because the burr is on that side. Yeah, oh, there it goes. Okay. burr just came off. Boy, that was, yeah. Let's do finishing strokes. Okay. Okay, that feels a lot better. Let's see, I'm running out of hair. Yeah, it's shaving for an $8 knife. I mean, it's doing it. Okay, get that shaved hair off of that stone. Running out of hair on this arm. Let's see if we can show that off again. See, this is just really rough. Man, I'm telling you, it's a lot sharper than what it was, but my goodness. Let's see if I've got some rope or something in here that I can cut. Let's see. See, I've got some packing, and I mean, it actually will slice. I've cut this thing up to bits, practicing with other knives, but I mean, it will cut. It's just really rough. And I think that's because the steel is just kind of garbage. But let's try the ultra fine. We're already 11 minutes into this thing. So let's see here. Clean this back end off. And I'm telling you, barkeeper's friend, this side has not seen any barkeeper's friend. This side has, and it really, really gets it clean. So there we go. Put that one away. Get that closed. Okay, and then here's the ultra fine. Now, I stomached up and bought this one because I wanted the finish that it gives off. And let's just see if I'm able to give this knife a really good edge. I feel like this cheap knife is becoming a challenge. I mean, boy, oh boy. I mean, this is one of the cheapest knives I've actually sharpened with a real shit steel in it. I'm sorry I'm speaking French here, but man, it just, every time I pass over this, it just feels a little hollow, you know? Like there's no substance in the steel. Like it doesn't give you that nice feedback that maybe S110V would give or S30V gives when you sharpen it. But I'll tell you this, one of the things that you can definitely know off the bat when you are keeping a consistent angle, especially on this ultra fine, is when you are going back and forth, you can feel like you are going across glass when you keep your angle. And right now, I feel like I'm going across glass. Like it is getting really smooth. Getting really smooth. Oh yeah, definitely. Just heard that bird pop off. And this stuff, this Windex really keeps all that sediment on top. Okay, let's take a look. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1. Okay. Let's see. Wow, that's feeling really sharp. It feels sharp. Now let's see how the strop does. And this is going to be off camera. Just stropping this blade up. And with this polishing compound, I'm going to get almost a mirror finished edge. And I'm going to have a very sharp knife on my hands. I don't care what steel you have. If you do the right thing, you are going to be able to get it sharp. It may not be able to keep it very long, that edge, but you will get it sharp. And I am banking on this knife being sharp. And that's it. Okay, let's clean the blade off. And you can see that mirror. I mean, that's pretty shiny if you ask me. So let me see if I can do this left-handed, this shaving thing. Okay, there we go. Found my angle. Didn't want to cut myself. I am not left-handed, I am right-handed. So right arm. Oh yeah. It's a little warm in here, so my hair is gonna stick together because it's probably a little sweaty. But yeah, that is shaving. So got it up to a shaving edge. Not bad. Not bad. So that is it. Now actually, notice the Windex has kind of helped that wood look a little better. That definitely looks better. But there we go. That mirror finished edge. And I'm telling you, that was not fun sharpening this cheap steel. Definitely not fun, but it will definitely cut. Oof. Yeah, definitely sharp. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. I'm sorry if I babbled. I'm just speaking what's on my mind while I do this. But let me get my arms cleaned off. Get my hands cleaned, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. So that is it. That is the sharpening video for the cheap Pakistani sod buster knife. I hope you guys liked it, and hope it came out okay in this format. I don't usually film like this, but if this is a setup that you guys like and you'd like more sharpening videos from me, let me know. I don't usually do this in video because I just like to concentrate, but since this was such a cheap knife, I just thought, hey, it wouldn't hurt to do a video on this. I mean, heck, this guy sent me this knife and he wants to see what I'm gonna do with it, so might as well make a video about it. So let's take a final look at this. And that's what we've got. It shaves, it's gonna cut, it's gonna do a job. It'll probably survive in a hard day's work, but we'll see what else I can do to this thing. So thank you guys again for checking out this video and taking a break with me while I sharpen this and show you what I do when I sharpen a knife. So I'll talk to you guys later, and remember, wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day or night. Remember that. Take care of yourself, and thanks again for checking out my channel. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.